This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past, present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Welcome to Close Friends, everyone. We're doing, as you heard on the main episode this week, 1 million downloads on High Scrollers.
We've got something special for you to all hear for this episode. We are releasing audio that no one has ever heard before.
Mm-hmm. So when we first did this venture, sorry, I'm kind of distracted at the moment because Nova got us some cheesecakes to celebrate.
I know, you're like eyeing it off.
And they say 1 million downloads and deal me in dollar. And we thought we'll get through the main episode and then we'll just sit here and eat the cheesecake in Close Friends and let you listen to that audio. Oh my God, it looks so good. I'm so sorry. I'm so distracted.
Yeah, you're so distracted. Okay, I'm going to
It's
tell
right
everyone,
next to me.
I'm going to tell everyone what it is. Okay, so before we got High Scrollers as a podcast, I feel like we kind of had to prove ourselves to Nova. So we came into the studio and we recorded like a demo episode. It wasn't a real episode. It seemed like one. But Nova just kind of wanted to hear what we were like together as a duo. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're going to play for you right now. I'm kind of nervous because I feel like we've gotten a lot better at podcasting ever since. And before this begins, I thought I would also mention, we talk about a few random things in that demo episode, but both of us did a Q&A box recently on our Insta stories. And I don't know about you, Matt, but one of the questions...
Sorry, I'm just staring at the cheesecake. I am listening though. Well, fuck, you can't put 2 fucking cheesecakes from the cheesecake shop in front of me and expect me to just sit here. I'm drooling. I can't even keep the saliva in my mouth right now. And one's a passion fruit one. I mean, if we're going to talk about good cheesecakes, the ones with the passion fruit on top.
I fucking love passion fruit.
Seriously.
Anything, passion fruit, cocktail.
And hefty fucking serving sizes too, Ellie.
Thank you, Ellie.
I mean, look at that. That is they're 2 big slices of cheesecake. My grandma would look at that and go, oh, that's too much for me. Not for me, love. I'll have this and another fucking 6, please. I'm going to give you a taste test. Sorry, Brittney. I literally...
Your mouth.
I've got so much saliva in my mouth, first of all, and I never have sugar anymore these days. I've gone off sugar, so I'm excited for this. I think that's why my body's reacting so heavily to it, because I haven't had sugar in weeks. Here we go. Oh, she smells fucking divine.
This is turning into ASMR food tasting pod.
Oh.
I haven't had Cheesecake Shop in years. Thank you so much. Do you like cheesecake, April?
Oh, shit. Okay, let me try the passion fruit one.
I'm trying the original one right now too.
Which actually isn't so much cheesecake. It's got something like, what is that in there? It's more just cream, is it?
Yum. It really hasn't changed, like the formula and taste. Yum.
I'm so sorry, everyone. We'll be with you momentarily. I'm just stuffing my face. No, passion fruit. There's something about a passion fruit and cream. There's something about it.
There really is.
That's just really hit the clip for me. That is, oh. Okay, sorry, everyone. Anyway, back to the episode, please.
So one question that we got in our Instagram question boxes, well, I did anyway, is everyone asking, how did you and I meet? Now, we did discuss this in our first episode, and I feel like a lot of people do know how we met, but we're also going to be, in this audio that we're going to show you, we also talk about that and how we met.
Yeah. And remember, I just want to preface, this is raw audio from our first time ever recording together. It's going to, we haven't heard it, but it's probably going to be very clunky.
Yeah.
And very different to because we're really relaxed and natural.
We've
I think at the
improved.
start we were trying so hard to prove ourselves as podcast hosts that we were trying to be all professional and almost like a radio show in a way, I think. Mm-hmm. And now it's just like I'm stuffing my face with 2 different cheesecakes and we're getting on with it. So anyway, roll the clip, doll. You and me go way back, Brittney, which is just so ironic that we're doing this podcast together because it's like, why didn't we do this 4 years ago?
Because it wouldn't have been the same.
Can you please tell the story about how we met? Because you tell it best.
Well, I feel like we had each other on Instagram or something somehow. This is in our early days of trying to become someone on the internet, but we were both still working at the time and we were both working at Westfield in Newcastle. I was working in what I believe was a scam makeup shop where they made me stand out the front and reel customers in, wipe off their makeup and put more makeup on. And it was the worst.
And you won't believe what I was doing. I was a Santa photographer.
And that was the first time we'd met. We'd spoken on social media a bit, but
I don't know whether we had.
Had we not?
I knew who you were from
Right,
being
but I
Brittney
feel
Lee
like-
Saunders. But I didn't have any YouTube channels or anything yet. I was a nobody. I was
This
just
was a
working
while
there.
ago. This was like 2011.
No, it was 2014, I
Yeah,
think.
right.
And so I remember walking into the makeup shop just to genuinely buy my sister some makeup for Christmas because I was there as a Santa photographer and the long hours style. I had no time to do my Christmas shopping. So I waltzed into the makeup shop and there you are. And I went, oh, I know her. And I looked at you like I know you from somewhere. And you looked at me like I know you from somewhere.
You must have had Instagram at this point.
You didn't know who I was.
Oh, you just have a familiar face.
Yeah.
You got one of those faces.
Yeah, and so then we just hit it off in the makeup store, and it was just real weird.
I don't even think you bought anything.
No.
But then we connected.
Because it was all shit.
It was a scam. They pushed me out the front and said, get out there and get customers in.
It
I
was
don't know how
so
I did that
bad.
because I couldn't do that now.
This makeup store was like the size of a shoebox,
Yeah.
and the makeup was like chalky,
Yep.
disgusting.
Mineral
like the
makeup.
Lipsticks had hair in them. Like
Yeah.
it was all wrong. Anyway, that's how we met, and we literally hit it off and have been friends ever since.
Yeah.
One of those friendships where like never had a fight, like never really have like. Have we had a fight?
No, but I'm looking at you now like now this could cause a fight if
Oh,
we're doing
okay.
this
Well, I'm ready
podcast
for
together.
It. Well, if we're going to
This
have a
could be
fight,
the end of our friendship.
make sure you're recording because this will be amazing. It is scary to like go into this with you because that's a fun fact about us is we actually haven't really crossed our paths much when it comes to work. Like
Yeah.
we didn't do that many collabs, and when we hang out, like we hardly ever put each other on our stories because we're just too busy having fun, like actually hanging out. And we'd hang out for like 10 hours and then be like, oh, geez, we haven't even done a story in 10 hours. You know what I mean? And then we're just like, oh, well, next time.
I
And
think
then,
it's nice though because on social media it's hard to find those genuine friendships. Like a lot of the time it's people wanting to use one another for their own benefit.
Yeah.
Whereas you and I have just remained genuine friends.
Yeah.
Which is so rare to find like in the real world but also in social media world.
And the fact that I've been through literally everything with you over
All
your
of my boyfriends.
all your public meltdowns, your public business failures and achievements, everything.
Why didn't you ever stop me?
So this podcast also might be a chance for me to, lift the curtain on the real Brittney Lee Saunders.
You're going to expose me for who I really am.
Yeah, BLS exposed. Let's get into it.
We were little babies in that clip, Matt.
Oh, honestly.
How long ago was that? Like a year?
Yeah,
and
that was August-ish, early August last
So
year.
a year ago that was. Time flies when you throw a clock.
That was one of our episode titles.
Was it?
Yeah,
That was too.
It was like one of the first episodes.
There's been
the
so
nostalgia.
many.
Now, don't forget, on Tuesday, the Nova podcast team, they pranked us. Obviously, we're celebrating 1 million downloads, but we didn't know that at the time. We have put up videos on our socials of the prank that went down, and oh my gosh.
I hope that goes viral because of how good the prank was.
Honestly, honestly, my life was flashing before my eyes. I was having a Sally Fletcher being stabbed at Summer Bay moment. I was laying on the ground. What was that? Light Surrounding You was playing. I had everything flashing before my eyes. And so, no, was that the song? I don't know. We've already had this convo before and I can't remember what the song was. Anyway, the point is, go and watch that video. Now, in that demo episode, we also had to come up with some topics to talk about. So now we're going to show you or let you listen to some of the things that we discussed in that first ever demo episode, of course, never before heard things. And it was actually kind of camp what we talked about.
Considering we'd never done a podcast before together, I think we did pretty good. But we're a lot better now. All good things take time.
Absolutely.
Practice makes perfect. I know it's a cliche, but it's fucking true.
Although no one is ever perfect, really, are they?
No, always room for
So
improvement.
why bother practicing? Anyway, have a listen to this.
I think the one thing that I don't regret it. I wouldn't erase it. But it's in the past I loved putting my dating life online, as you know. And then remember that one time when I got dumped and then I cried my eyes out on
Yes,
Snapchat. This was back when Snapchat was the thing. Like, this was before Instagram stories were a thing. I remember when Snapchat was everything, then Instagram stories came out with Instagram stories and everyone's like, they're just trying to copy Snapchat. And now Instagram stories is everything. Well, I got broken up with publicly. Well, not publicly, but I had a public boyfriend at the time. We were doing the YouTube videos together. Got a bit drunk one night. Bawled my eyes out when I got home. Mascara running down my face. And I was nice about it. Like I said, like, look, we've just split up. I gave no context. Then I had the whole world worried when I woke up the next morning. I had like a YouTube manager at the time. She was calling me saying, Sunrise wants you to get on, Sunrise. They want to talk to you about being dumped in the public eye. There was news articles like all over Daily Mail, everything. And I woke up to it like hungover, like with my Maccas from the night before.
Living at this time?
I was living in Melbourne, but like I had flown home to Newcastle to visit my family, and then he dumped me via text. Like when I was up in Newcastle, and then I stayed there for weeks because I didn't want to go back to Melbourne and empty the house. But if you Google Brittney Lee Saunders breakup crying, you will see the team are looking it up as
Brittney Lee Saunders.
Brittney Lee Saunders crying. You will see me with black mascara running down my face, and I don't know why. I don't know why I did it, because he wasn't even that great. Oh, no, there he is.
No, sorry, I'm just looking up now. I'm looking up the article. On Tuesday night, fans were given an insight into the blogger's life that some might consider too personal to broadcast over social media. Well, you know what? Like, now we have a podcast. This is the thing. Like, for me, podcasts are like a corner of the internet where I can say whatever I want and I can get away with it.
Exactly
to an extent. But, like, when you're on a podcast, you kind of say... Because my thing is, like, with an Instagram story, sometimes you'll say it and then you go, oh, maybe I should say that differently. And you might delete it and try again.
I've learned to not get my phone out after or on a night out anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I haven't reached that point yet.
Yeah. Because the next day you wake up and you look at your story and you were having fun at the time, but it just looks silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was one of those nights where I got...
But you know what's so funny? I will say, like, looking at this photo of you bawling your eyes out, God, you look pretty. Like, you look,
I still look good. Yeah, because I'd had my hair done by my hairdresser that day. I think he like felt bad that I'd been dumped, and I was going out with my friends. So I still look pretty. I kept composed.
Your makeup looks nice, even though it's running down your cheek.
Black smoky eye with the tear effect running down my cheek.
Oh,
but
God.
that's my one thing that, you know, I maybe didn't want to post.
Yeah,
like, I regret, but it's life. It's growth. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. We pulled up the Facebook status. I literally... No, this is cringe, but all right. I updated my Facebook relationship status, end of relationship.
Tomorrow.
Ending
it in the future.
2 days ago, I had the person who I thought was the love of my life tell me he doesn't love me anymore. This is so cringe because he was not the love of my life at all. To me, that's nothing but a cowardly excuse for whatever is actually going on. It really sucks to pour your heart and soul into someone to have them all of a sudden be able to say, I don't care. Times like this are extremely hard, but life throws these curveballs at us, and I like to believe that from things like this, we can only become stronger. Who the fuck do I think I am? Time to pack all my things up and move back home, and to surround myself with all of my beautiful family and friends in Newcastle. Onwards and upwards.
Oh my
and let me tell you,
God.
ever since then, I've just been going onwards and upwards.
Well, that's the thing, and where's he? Good luck to him, doll, but I'm going to tell you, that's what I'm dressing as this Halloween, you crying on Snapchat.
Look at this.
What's
then
that?
he had his own social media that I had grown for him, and now this is such a throwback.
Oh my God.
Him screenshotting a note on his phone would 100% prefer you just unfollow me rather than spread hate. No need for it. Thanks. Because God love them, my followers at the time. This is when I was like in my YouTube prime. So I had like diehard, really young fans. They went and they roasted him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I did not
Including
want.
me.
Did he roast you?
No. He was too scared.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad this episode's not going anywhere.
I'm
because-
sweating after reliving that. My armpits are literally sweaty. Anyway, that's my one thing, that I put online that I probably shouldn't have.
It's a good
but
one.
But onwards and upwards.
It's a good one. Okay, looking back on all of this has really made me work up an appetite. I'm still getting through these cheesecakes. I tell you what, they are delicious. But we have one more little audio clip for you, one more quick little story for you. Hashtag turkey teeth is all I'll say.
Sky and I never in 2022 never had time to watch reality TV and really never have in our entire relationship watched reality TV or gotten into it. However, we felt like we were missing out on a big social conversation with things like maths and...
I love maths. That's my one show that I allow myself to watch.
Yeah.
It's my guilty pleasure. I don't watch anything else other than that.
So we'd never watched like any... So everyone would talk about like Martha and Cyrell doing crazy things and we'd be like, we've got no idea. We can't join this conversation.
Yep.
And so at the end of last year, we kind of made this like pact to be like, we're going to watch reality TV in 2023. And
That's a great goal.
Yeah, that's
You're really shooting high.
But I think that we've achieved it. We've watched lots of reality
Well
TV.
done.
And the first one we started with was Love Island Australia, which we really liked, but also were like, It's, so it hasn't, it's unfortunately not got us into like the other Love Islands. Like the UK one is like the
Apparently that
original
one's
one, right?
better.
Well, there's and it's making headlines right now because I think it's airing right now.
Yeah.
And one of the contestants, Jess, announced that she loves turkey teeth.
What is that?
Like in a man, she loves when they have turkey teeth. That's like a turn on for her.
For what is it?
Turkey teeth.
Yeah.
You've got turkey teeth. You've literally got turkey teeth.
I'm picturing like an animal with like teeth coming out like this. Even though turkeys don't probably have teeth.
No, turkey teeth is when you go to Turkey to get your teeth done, like porcelain veneers, and they come back with the big
Right,
turkey
like a
teeth.
picket fence in their mouth. I didn't go to Turkey. I went to Sydney.
You have veneers, though.
I went to North Sydney.
You have veneers.
Yeah, but it's...
But yours don't look like turkey teeth. This is when they come back and it's literally like, just looks like white... I don't know, like bricks.
I don't know.
It's like a big, like,
Brick.
it's a big, I don't know, like, I want to say bill, but it's not. It's like a buck. I don't know.
What I want to know is like people that go, like I'm all for like going and getting done whatever you want. You know, I got my teeth done and I really like how they look, but I went for the natural look. When people are going and getting these turkey teeth, I'm still just picturing a turkey with like spikes coming out for some reason.
Like a bush turkey.
Is no one in their life, or how did they not even realise that they don't look nice?
Well, so I think this is like a cultural thing in the UK. Like, because I think that turkey must logistically be very close and it's much cheaper.
and
right?
apparently they're good at like.
I don't know,
I've
but
heard-
I'm just guessing.
I've heard also people go to Turkey for all different like other kinds of surgeries as well, like
Yes,
BBL, blah blah
yes.
blah. Whether it's cheaper or the surgeons are better. They're
No.
clearly not good at doing veneers.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's one of those it's one of those funny things where I'm all about like, you know, if you want to do a procedure and do it to yourself and whatever
Yeah.
it may be, like absolutely go for it. But it is one of those things where like if it's not right, it's not right. Like, you know what I mean?
But over there in the UK, they're getting these picket fence in their mouth. Is that considered nice over there? Like, is everyone else over there going, yeah, I love
According
it?
to Jess, she
Yeah.
loves turkey teeth. Like it literally turns her on. So
I almost think, in my personal opinion, when guys have teeth that are too nice, I find that unattractive.
really?
Yeah, it's like too perfect and polished for me.
So I've got a gap tooth though. So for me,
Was
like,
it you that put a gold coin in between your teeth one time?
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like you did.
I don't know if I ever did it in front of you.
But I feel like you've spoken about it on social media or something.
yeah.
Or you put something in between there.
Because the old wives' tale is if you put a gold coin if you can fit it between the gap, it means you'll be rich. And I mean,
It's true, isn't it? Look at you now.
so like, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I find like straight teeth and perfect teeth like attractive because, honey, the braces that I had when I was younger, not even like the real braces where they go across your teeth. I had the braces that like fit to your molars to pull your jaw back.
No.
And like so my top teeth and my bottom teeth were like, you know, they just sit comfortably. Like my top teeth were too far
It was
forward.
a buck tooth.
Yeah, it was a buck tooth. So I was giving turkey teeth without even trying. Didn't even have to pay the $6,000 a turkey, you know? But then I had to get the braces that aligned my jaw
Right.
back, like, and it almost became that I had to have that one that goes around your head.
Oh, nice.
And I said, I absolutely refuse. You're going to have to think, this is before the Invisaligns. This is before, you know,
Yeah,
you
right.
could even put coloured things on your braces. Like, it was bad. And I had to have a little spanner that I would have to put in each night and tighten the spanner in my mouth
Nice.
to pull my jaw forward. It was horrible.
Nice.
So perfect teeth are attractive to me.
But not turkey teeth. There's a line that you got to draw.
I don't know. I mean,
Do you find turkey teeth attractive?
No. I don't really care. Like, it's kind of like I don't know either way. But like, as a gay man, I'm like, you don't want much more in your mouth, if you know what I mean. Like, you don't want more things in there.
Gotcha. No,
do you want this to be a G-rated podcast? I'm not sure. We needed to go with
yeah,
the
we haven't
context
asked
there.
the rules going into this.
We needed to ask some rules, but I just think that's a little bit of an obstruction. So not for me.
So maybe
and I
no
love my
teeth.
gap.
No teeth is your thing.
Which there was one time, but we won't get into it. But I would never get it because I actually would never get rid of my gap. I
Yeah,
really
it's
love
who
it.
you are.
When I was younger, I hated it, and now I'm like, I can't imagine, and I actually think I'd look ridiculous if I got veneers to
Yeah,
close the
it's
gap.
you.
Yeah, it's very me. So I'm very happy. So no turkey teeth for me. What about you? Well, you've already been there, done that, haven't you?
I don't have turkey teeth. They're very natural. When I tell people that they're veneers, they don't believe me. They're like, oh, they look really good and natural.
And
I'm like, thanks.
Do you have a photo of your teeth shaved down?
No, because hear me out. One of the things that people always think is that when you go to get veneers, they shave your teeth down to little nubs. That is not the truth. When you get veneers, they have to just shave them back like 0.2 of a mil.
Okay.
When you go and get those, you see those people with those little stubs, that's when they're getting crowns. That's when they're getting a whole tooth put on. But veneers are just like a thin shell that sits on the front of your tooth.
Right.
So I still have my normal teeth under this.
Okay.
It's like I've got 2 layers.
So I do feel that from what I've seen on TikTok, the turkey teeth
They
is
are-
shave it down to the nubs.
Okay, so they are not getting veneers, they are getting crowns.
And imagine just shaving it down to the nubs and
No.
leaving it.
Nah.
Would hate to be his boyfriend. Anyway.
In conclusion, each to their own when it comes to turkey teeth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Matt, I feel like the song that would play now is "We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good." That was my Year 6 farewell song.
Have we really had any hard times though?
I don't know about you, but for me,
You've had hard times. What, with me on this podcast?
yeah,
Jamie?
I'm saying but there has been no hard times. Touch wood.
No. Anyway, we bloody love you. Thanks for celebrating 1 million downloads with us this week, scrollers. And thanks for listening. And thanks to the Nova team. And thanks to you, Brittney.
Thank you, Matthew.
Fuck.
You called me
Ever
by
use my government name again?
Here's my full name.
We'll see you on Tuesday with a brand new episode. Make sure you subscribe, rate 5 stars. And this is Close Friends, so keep it in the family.